Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. Thank you for clicking on this video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I do preserve my water leaf. This is summer, it's sunny, the plants are doing very well. My plants are doing very well, my vegetables, everything doing very well. But when winter comes, all these vegetables are gonna be gone. It's gonna die. Everything will be dead. It will die until next summer. So I'll show you how I do preserve my water leaf. I'm doing this against winter. So here, as you can see, I'm cutting my water leaf. So, and it's very fresh. You can see my water leaf is very fresh because I water it every day. And I think it's very versatile because you just have to throw away the seeds, or if you don't want to plant the stem, yeah, just throw away the seeds, and before you know, pour some water it every day, or even if it's not every day, at least twice a week. But before you know, your water leaf is gonna be everywhere. So yeah, you can see I've just cut a bunch of it. Here you can see very fresh, very healthy, and I do not use preservatives on my water leaf. So after cutting my water leaf, I'm inside my kitchen now. I need this strainer. You need a strainer for what we're gonna do, and then I'm just gonna go ahead. You see how much water leaf that I cut from my garden. This wasn't all. I just had to cut a little bit of this for the purpose of this video, just to show you how to do it. But I still have a lot of it to cut off from the garden, and like I said, it's very versatile. So you can see I'm pouring it inside my sink. It's very plenty. But I don't mind, because I mean, I love eating fresh vegetables because it's healthy. And this water leaf is very scarce. I mean, if you're living here in America, you know that this is scarce because you cannot find this leaf at the store because it's not an American food. So we call it African spinach. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and pour some water into my sink and fill up the sink with the water, you can see. And then I will go ahead and wash my water leaf slowly. Hey, before I started washing, I'm gonna give you a tip. After putting the water in the sink, filling it up, I kept it for about a minute or two so that the sand in the on the leaves can sink to the bottom, can go to the bottom. Just let the sand sink. Okay, so after about a minute, I came back, and then I'm washing it. As you can see, I'm not squeezing everything all at once. I'm just squeezing just a little, top, a little bit, just a handful. Keep washing just a handful of it. So wash it little by little as you go till you finish washing all the water leave in your sink. And as you wash it, the ones that you wash, you put it in your strainer. You remember I showed you the strainer that you will need? Yeah, so you make sure you get a strainer, you wash it, and then you put it. My strainer is inside this big container, white container, as you can see. So I'm just putting it inside the strainer, inside the big container. So this is the reason why I had to leave my water leaf in the water for about a minute so that the sand can sink. As you can see at the bottom of the water, you can see the sand at the bottom. See, can you see the sun right there? Yes, that's what I'm talking about, because when the water leaf is outside, when it rains, you're likely to have some sand on the leaves. So yes, this is the sand. So what I'm gonna do is that I'll rinse out this sand. See at the bottom, it is not advisable. This is the reason it's not advisable for you to cut your leaves before you start washing it. You wash it first before you start cutting. So I'm going to rinse out that water and then fill up my sink with a new water. Then repeat the same process of washing the water leaves. So I'm just going to repeat this same process of washing these water leaves for about 4 times. I'm going to do this 4 times so that I make sure that the sand is not there anymore. You want to make sure that it's clean, so that by the time you cook it, you don't end up eating some sand. All right, guys. So this is why you have to be careful with your veggies, because yeah, they do have some sand from the garden that they come with it. So even the ones that you buy at the store, it is advisable that even when you come back home, you have to take your time and you have to wash it too properly. And also with that's the same case with mushrooms. I do observe some signs when I buy mushroom from the store. So you want to take time and wash your vegetables very well to make sure that you do not end up eating sand or having sand in your food. So this is the second time of me washing these vegetables, so these water leaves. So I'm going to show you the bottom of this second water, and you will notice the difference from the first water that I washed it with. You will observe that the sand is not really much. It's not much. As you can see, we still have some sands, but not much as compared to the first one. So yes, this is why you have to repeat this same process for about 4 times. So I did it about 4 times, and my vegetable clean. So the second step is cutting the vegetables. So this is what I'm doing. You want to take your time. Some people do shred their water leaf with hands. I do not like shredding my water leaf with hands. I use knife to cut it so that I can cut it into the particular pieces or chunks that I want my vegetables to be. People eat it like that. That's fine, but I do like cutting mine. So whichever works best for you, you want to use that method. I love the cutting method. So this is what I'm going to do. Cut all the water leaves. So after cutting all the water leaves, I will show you the next step and what else to do. So after cutting all my vegetables, all that water leaves, I put them in my big bowl. big container, and then as you can see, I am adding some water, cold water. You want to wash it with cold water from your tap, because if you use hot water, this water leaf has a very light texture. So if you use hot water, it might change the freshness of the leaves. So that's why I use cold water. Okay, so squeezing it, you can see it is slimy. This water leaf is slimy. That's the reason why I'm washing it, because I want to get that sliminess. Sliminess. Okay. So I want to get that sliminess. I want to get the sliminess. I want to get it out of the leaves because I don't like it. So you can see I am washing it, squeeze it, and get that sliminess out. Squeeze it into my strainer. You want to keep your strainer by the side. And you know what? These water leaves are of two types. There are some that have the big leaves. The big leaves are the ones that are very slimy and they have a lot of water in it. But if you have the tiny leaves, there are ones that have smaller leaves. Those ones are not very slimy like this because they don't have a lot of water in it. Like the ones that we have back home, we have both the tiny leaves and the big leaves. So the one that my mom used to use was the tiny leaves, the small leaves, because with the small leaves you don't have to go through the stress of squeezing out the sliminess. But for the big leaves you have to, because otherwise your soup might be watery if you're not careful, and I don't like the sliminess too. That's why I'm doing this. So I couldn't cope again with using the my hand because my container wasn't big enough, it wasn't spacious. So I had to take a small strainer, as you can see, to help me wash it in smaller quantities so I can get a better result of what I'm doing. So I'm just squeezing it to get that sliminess out. Then use some water, pour some water. I'm gonna pour some water and wash it, get it out. I'm gonna wash it a couple of times till that sliminess is out. So you may ask, why do you do this? I do this during summer so that by the time winter comes, like I told you before, when winter comes, my garden is gonna be dry. I mean, all the vegetables is gonna be gone. So I preserve it like this, put all of them in my freezer so that I use it during winter. This is when I'm going to use it, because by winter no more vegetables in the garden. So I take advantage of the ones that I had kept, I had preserved. I will use it until the following summer that I'll plant again, that they will come up again, and I'll start planting so I can get more vegetables. So this is just to preserve it for winter. I'm not going to touch it during summer because of course I'm going to use the ones in the garden during summer. So I'm preserving it like this for winter. This is for winter. And sometimes I do have like 5 Ziploc bags of these, of bitter leaf, water leaf, scent leaves. I do it for all my vegetables. So I do have like 5, 6, 7 Ziploc bags, and they will take me till, carry me throughout the winter till the next summer when I start planting again. So this is why I do this. Okay guys. Well, you might want to try it. It's good. You might want to try it. So guys, this is the finished look of my water leaf after being washed, and I repeated the same process for all the leaves. It is ready now, so all what I'm going to do is transfer it from my strainer all to my Ziploc bag. So for all that are water leaves that you saw, I have two full bags, two full Ziploc bags of water leaves for now. I still have some more to wash and put in the freezer, so I'm gonna put it straight into my freezer. You can see I had to write names on it so that I don't mix it up with other vegetables. So put it in my freezer, but once I want to cook, I just bring it from the freezer straight into my pot. I don't have to wash it again. So this is what I do to keep my vegetables fresh. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If this video has been helpful to you, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you.